$23 million. That's what Hamilton County has spent on legal bills to develop the Cincinnati riverfront and negotiate with the Bengals just since 2000. Some are asking why the county is paying so much money to a private law firm. Investigative reporter Paula Christian explains why negotiations with the Bengals may contribute to an even bigger legal bill this year.
Tom Gabelman is the man behind decades of riverfront development. He helped get Great American Ballpark off the ground, negotiate leases with the Cincinnati Bengals, and bring a concert venue to the banks. But it didn't come without a price.
$23 million is a lot of money.
Former Mayor John Cranley has long been critical of Gabelman's law firm's bills to the county for work the city uses staff lawyers to do. He questions why the county is spending so much at Gabelman's law firm of Frost Brown Todd, when the city used its own lawyers to negotiate a stadium deal with FC Cincinnati in 2018.
We didn't pay millions of dollars to outside legal firms to negotiate that deal.
Cranley is now a lawyer at the Keating, Muthing, and Kleekamp law firm after leaving the mayor's office in January due to term limits. He says County Prosecutor Joe Dieter's office should be doing more of this legal work to save the taxpayers money.
We as taxpayers are paying millions of dollars to work that Joe Dieter's office can handle, should handle.
Dieter's did not want to go on camera for this story, but Dieter says his office is now reviewing years of Gabelman's legal bills and that this work, quote, is not being done at the direction or the control of the prosecutor's office.
I tried to get answers about these legal bills, but none of the county officials I asked would go on camera. Not County Administrator Jeff Aludo or any of the 3 Hamilton County commissioners who either didn't respond to me or issued a written statement in support of Tom Gabelman.
Gabelman did not want to go on camera for this story. In a statement to the I-Team, he says in part, the benefit, value, and return on investment to Hamilton County taxpayers of retaining special project counsel far exceeds the cost by a factor of more than 20 times. This is an interview I did with Gabelman back in 2019 at the banks.
This is a mud pit. There is a gulf between the ballpark and the Freedom Center. There is nothing.
The banks now generates more than $1 billion of economic impact a year, and Gabelman credits his own expertise for some of that success.
Looking at the return on investment, and you say, this is money well spent.
But attorney Josh Engel has some questions. Engel is a former Warren County prosecutor and past chief legal counsel for the Ohio Department of Public Safety. He reviewed the legal bills from Gabelman's law firm, which WCPO received from the county. Engel says Gabelman's rate of $250 an hour is very reasonable for a large Cincinnati firm. It is far less than the $670 per hour that Gabelman charges other clients. But Engel says he would like to see more details in these bills.
These were just one-page summaries saying our expenses this month were X dollars without any justification behind it as to what that X dollars was for.
Engel wonders if county officials are paying enough attention to these bills before writing a check. Engel says his bills to clients contain more details of his work and his time.
What you would like to see from the county is some evidence that they are actively supervising this matter.
Commissioners voted in 2016 to cap the fees from Gabelman's law firm at $575,000 a year. But county leaders exceeded that cap in 5 of the last 6 years. In 2019, those legal fees topped $1.1 million for 1 year. How much will the county spend this year? In January, the county budgeted $700,000 for Gabelman's law firm. Now, county officials say that expense could be $800,000, and it could go higher. A county spokeswoman says, quote, workload necessitates what the legal spend will be, which makes Engel wonder why after 22 years, the county hasn't hired staff lawyers to do what Gabelman's firm does at potentially huge savings.
If after a number of years you hire someone to come power wash your deck, At a certain point, it becomes cheaper just to buy your own power wash.
And there's a lot going on at the banks this year, which may contribute to higher legal bills. From construction of the Black Music Walk of Fame to the county's purchase of hilltop concrete land for Bengals parking, to Paycor Stadium upgrades and talks of new leases with the Bengals and potentially the Cincinnati Reds, which Cranley says should be negotiated at the same time.
It'd be one thing if we spent that kind of money and we had another 30-year commitment from the teams to stay, but we don't have that at all. And the clock's a-ticking.
Paula Christian, WCPO 9, I-Team.
Two Hamilton County Commissioners, Denise Driehaus and Stephanie Sumero-Dumas, did give us written statements, and you can read those in Paula's story you'll find on WCPO.com.